Hello and welcome to Bricks. I'm Adam and this is Bricks. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Minecraft The End Arena. This is set number 21242. It has 252 pieces and I paid $15 for this. This set retails for $20, I believe. I'm surprised it didn't retail for more. I would have expected maybe $25. But it has some damage to the box because it did have a discount sticker on there, and then I had this in a bag, and then the sticker got caught on the bag and it ripped off and all this other stuff. So that's what that was there for. So I did get this on a discount, potentially a 25% discount. If the thing was accurate, it did say it was 15 and originally it was 20. If I go to the Lego shop at home, it appears 25. So then that brings us to $10 off, which is like 40% off, which is pretty significant, I think. Either way, pretty big discount on this. Yeah, $25 probably makes sense for what I would assume the retail would be. So getting it for 20 or $15 is pretty good. And so I decided to pick it up, and I really wanted to look at this character. I think that's called like an Enderman or something, and that was very interesting to me. So I'm excited to see that. So I got this, and in this video I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy! Okay, so while we look at the build for this Lego Minecraft The End Arena set, I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and then remind you, if you like this video, click the thumbs up. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button. We start out building the base here, as well as we did that minifigure there. I think that's a dragon, or no, an end warrior. Build the base here. There's kind of some interesting functionality in this set that I didn't necessarily anticipate, which was really cool. So you can see a little bit of the Technic stuff in there, and it's pretty obvious what that's going to do, but I really liked that, and it gets covered up relatively well, I would say. We have some other little kind of, I would say, traditional Minecraft kind of building here with the different kind of patterns for bricks and alternating colors and hollow studs and 1x1 stuff and all that. Now we're putting together the Enderman. I was really excited for this, and I'm not sure if it met my expectations, but that's okay. We have a little cactus there, and then we work on building up a lot of this structure as part of the End Arena wall. I think it's supposed to look like the face of an Ender Dragon, but I'm not positive. And there's a few other things here, and that's it. So now on to my review for this set. Okay, so that is this Lego Minecraft The End Arena set. This is pretty cool. I think I like this as much as I've liked other Minecraft sets. It's about what I expected. I don't think I've ever been to the End Arena or been in like the end game of Minecraft in any serious way. I've seen videos of it, I think, but I sort of have an idea of what some of this stuff is, or I have like a partial idea, and the things that I was excited about in here delivered, and there's some kind of other stuff in here that I guess I wasn't expecting necessarily, which pleasantly surprised me. So that's all very cool. And there's a lot to look at, so we will get started. And the first thing we will look at is the minifigures, because you get several. So the first one is this End Warrior. I want to say this is like the player character. It could be. I'm not sure if there's more than one of them, but this is cool. It looks like it has kind of a dragon or Ender Dragon maybe on the shield here, which is nice. Printed tile. We have a nice kind of pixelated sword there. Pretty cool. A good color for the helmet. Looking at the head underneath here, pretty standard Minecraft head, but then they have kind of some armor and different stuff on there with a nice checkered pattern, a belt, and maybe a potion or something there. Looking at the back of the torso, that same kind of checkered pattern there is consistent on the back, so that's a pretty good minifigure. You know, they don't have a name for this, but I sort of interpreted this as being, if it's the End Warrior, like the character that somebody might be playing down there. It could also be that this is somebody who's just down there, but I'm not positive. And then the other minifigure here is it's a dragon archer. So again, I don't know if that's a player character name for someone, or kind of like a skin or something, or if it's something specific within the game. So please let me know if you know. But this is very cool as well. I like how distinct it is from the other one. We got the pixelated bow and arrow, the axe here, and then we have a different color helmet than the other one, different color head as well, similar expression, not entirely the same for the printing there, and then a much different torso and outfit, which I like to see. Kind of has that sash, or strap going around their back, maybe for a quiver or something of that nature. Neither of these have printing on the legs, printing on the arms, printing on the midsection, but you do get the printed tile here, which is pretty cool. You get extra accessories, which is nice, and I still think these are relatively good for Minecraft, because I haven't been that impressed with Minecraft minifigures in the past. So yeah, I'm okay with these. They're different than what I typically see on the rare chances I look at Minecraft sets. We have a couple other kind of side build accessory type things with this carrot, just 2 pieces there, and I think this potion, which is 3 pieces, using that red translucent minifigure head there, which is fine. You kind of get another minifigure here, or a character, or a buildable character, and this is the one I was really interested in, and this is the Enderman, or an Enderman, which is very cool. So it's a unique piece to have the like legs kind of come up and come together in the middle. You put a tile there, a stud up there, and then we use just some tiles for the arms, and put a little Minecraft square head on top. I think this is really cute, really cool. They are like holding a box here. You can, make, or maybe it's just a brick or something. You can lift it up. It's actually made with some headlight bricks in there, and is fine. So this Enderman is working that. Like, you can't move the legs or anything. You can essentially lift the arms, and you could turn the head, and you could probably take off one arm and do something with it, but it's a little bit destructive. And so for the most part, they're something like that. I was surprised that you do add this 2x2 that's got 2 studs and then kind of tile area, and it does work to kind of balance this character out, at least to some degree. If we're way up here, it probably gets a little front heavy and will tip forward, and same if we were to go back there. But there are, places where it can stand, and that also gives us a more secure kind of thing to stud down somewhere on the actual build. And then the other thing you get here is a shulker, which I was not super familiar with, and it had some pieces I'm not super familiar with either. So this was really cool. This is a kind of a mob type of thing in end cities, in end arenas, in the end game of the Minecraft. And so we have that here, and these are things that like have a shell generally that they sit in, that kind of blends in like a box here, protects itself, makes it blend in, all of that good stuff. And so we do that with a couple different things. We have this one, which is just a 2x2, but it's got these like walls coming up off of it. I thought this was a pretty interesting looking piece when I first saw it, because nothing going on in there. And then we have kind of the other version here, which has the like posts, the corners of that box that would complete that. And then we do have a printed tile in there for the shulker kind of face or eyes, and on the bottom we have a inverted tile there. So These two are actually, you know, kind of, they have the same bottom pieces connections there, but the like walls here versus the corners are inverted. So it goes something like that. And this one does have a stud in the middle, so you can kind of see that there. That's how this connects. So we can get that shulker in there, close that all up, and then I don't know what way is the best way, if they're supposed to be upside down or if they're supposed to be something like this, but you could kind of have it either way. If they were like this comes off, and we could stud this down somewhere onto the build again, and then you could lift off the top and it would be there. You could, you know, flip this around like this and stud this down, and then the shulker would be in the piece that you lift off. So I'm not sure what the right way is, and I want to say the instructions had me build this so that it would be like upside down like that, but I could be way off base. That's just how I feel. So we get those kind of the characters, minifigures for sure that are pretty good. Enderman I was excited to see. I didn't know how it was going to be done. Did not know about shulkers, nor did I don't know if I've ever really encountered these pieces that make up this kind of box here. And then the rest of the build is this end arena. So we can look at that, and it starts out with some relatively big plates for a thing of this size. So we got like a 6x8, 6x6 is next to that, a 2 x what is this, 12 or 14, 16, something like that, and this one's a 2x8. So some relatively big pieces back here, which is nice. And one of the things I like about Minecraft sets is the bricks and the plates and stuff here. So this has a good amount of bricks in it, but we'll kind of look through there. There is a part of this that the foundation is laid pretty early. But what you can see here, we have like this 2x8, a couple 2x2s in there, a cup up here, whoops, we have different stuff, and you can see we have some like bracket usages and some like of the it's not all studs on top, which I think is somewhat common in some Minecraft sets. It is a lot of studs on top, but there are some different kind of things in there too. And there's also, I think, kind of what's supposed to be, this is like maybe lava in here, the orange, and this is sand or ground. I think this is supposed to be a cactus, maybe an ender cactus or cacti or something like that. That's what it looks like to me. So you get a little floral elements there. I like the color. There is a few jumper plates around here. Even this translucent orange one is a jumper plate to kind of have characters be positioned around there, and that's good. Then we have these like pillars which have kind of lights or something on them. We do have the translucent underneath there, maybe for fire, and then the kind of clear bricks on here, which I think are supposed to be lights or something like that, which is very nice. And then we have this big kind of structure, which I'm not sure if what it's supposed to look like. It may be that it's supposed to look like an Enderman here, like an Enderman face, but I don't know specifically if that's true. I just have a feeling based on my experience with other Minecraft things, maybe it's supposed to look like an Ender Dragon head or something like that. I guess that would make sense to me. Yeah, I could buy that, which is fine. I like that Minecraft does that with their different places, the fox house or the wolf thing or the axolotl thing or all that stuff. So that's all very good with me. And you can see we have this little sub-assembly in there that fell out earlier. That is part of the function here. Very, very basic. We have a Technic thing on the back. Push that in. Out comes this, which has the inverted tile and a tile on either side. and that's supposed to be lava that can kind of shoot out of there. There's also room up here for things to be studded down, which is good. This just slides in and out of there very, very easy, not a big deal. And there's another function feature that I really liked that I didn't expect, and that's down here. So if the lava is like running under this platform and also coming from above, we have this which opens up in the center where we have some of the tiled out orange coming through there. And this was pretty interesting. You can see a little bit of the Technic back here. And I don't know if I've seen a mechanism work exactly like this. We use the mixel joint at the back to, as a grip to kind of hold that. And the way these things slide in and out, they are pivoting kind of underneath here a little bit. And these gray pieces are like splaying out a little more and then are connected to another limited friction pin in there. Then this is just over a axle, and then it goes into another thing that's underneath these kind of bits. And the whole thing is relatively simple. This just allows it to travel in a straight line. It's because of these barriers, and frictionless pin here, not a lot of friction there because it's an axle and a pinhole. Same for the ones in the back where they use a Technic beam or anything like that. And then it's just a couple of pieces, 3 pieces, 2 tiles, and one of these 1x4s with the kind of grooves in it, and that just goes on that 2x2 with the kind of light friction pin underneath it. And now will I be able to get this on there? So that's how they both work. And I think there's probably a pretty easy way to cover this up a little bit, cover up where the Technic shows through. I don't know if that's necessary, but I think it'd be pretty easy to cover this up, which could maybe help the illusion even more. And I think that's a nice play feature. You can have that open up and have the lava come out of here. There's not a way to, like, if the lava comes out, to have it in here and then can like this be closed up. That won't work, but it's still a nice idea to have that kind of lava flow. And then if we had characters engaging in some sort of battle or fight or something, there could be a risk of having lava come from above, but also falling into the lava in the middle there. And that's a fine play feature, I think. There's a lot of room for all these things to be studded down or attached to, which I don't think are very great, but there's, if we're not going to be using the potion or the food or whatever, there are places to put it. There's not like a crate or a box or something to put those in, but they are fine right here. And I think that's good. Is this gold? I might have thought that was orange, but it might actually be kind of pearl gold. And yeah, this is kind of a nice set. There's not as much mass here as I maybe would have thought considering the piece count, but there's still a good amount of stuff that I'm pretty happy with. Building techniques, nothing too crazy. I did like how some of this was done. Like I said, there's some of those pieces that are like a 2x2 tile essentially, but then they have a vertical, or depending on how you're looking at it, they have another 1x2 kind of coming off of them, which is like these T pieces down here. Those are a T, and use a couple of those to make this the way that it is. A couple like brackets and stuff in here as well, so it's not all studs on top. There's some studs on the side, like in here, and that's nice to change up the pace of the build and the kind of stuff there. And there's probably a way to make this almost the exact same and to do it basically studs on top, and they didn't do it that way. So that's, I don't know if that's commendable, but it's interesting at the very least. And this is not too big, not too small. It's kind of right in this middle zone, but I could see kids or people of any age having fun with it. I was kind of wondering if these should have had studs on them, the kind of little platforms there, because there's no way they can get like all the way back. They have a pretty limited range of motion. And I thought it could be like one of those play features, like if we could stud someone down on these tiles here, just right on the end. And there's a piece that's like a 4x4 that just has 4 studs on one side of it, and then the rest is tiled out. And that could maybe swap in for these two things, and then you could have the studs out here. It would still be able to slide underneath everything really, really easily, but then you could attach the minifigures on there, and you could kind of use this as a way to have them fight each other in a way, like by, similar with like Star Wars or Ninjago stuff. Sometimes they'll have you like swivel them, and you can get the lightsabers or the swords or this to kind of, they get into an approximation of a sword fight. And I thought maybe this was going to have something like that too, but that's another pretty, I think, easy modification to make if one wanted to. That's just one of the ideas that I had, and I think this is fine. I want to say I'm a little bit disappointed with the Enderman figure in here. I wanted it to be better for some reason, but I don't really know what I expected. It is interesting to get those big leg pieces there, but I was expecting something a little bit different, which is fine. I'll show the extra pieces because we do get some, all of your 1x1s, your studs, your tiles, your little pieces, a little bit of Technic in here. We do get an extra of the Shulker rather, face there. So that's the printed tile or printed plate in there, the sprig for the carrot, all your different little pieces. So that's good. This piece is used for the shield. So it's like the bar on one element and this on one side and the stud on the other. That's on the back of the shield that the one minifigure has, which is fine. And this set is 252 pieces, 2 minifigures, maybe 3 figures, 4, 3.5, 3.25 here, but at least 2 minifigures plus an Enderman. 252 pieces. I paid $15 for this set, retailed for $25. The discount sticker that I was looking at said this was listed at $20 before it took another 25% off, and I think for $15 this is a fair deal. The amount of stuff here, the figures is all good, and then just the volume of the bricks and plates and all of the stuff here feels really good at $15. I don't have any problem with that. Now at the retail price at $25, it's really close to the, or it is pretty much on the dot for 10 cents per piece, and that's okay. I don't know if I would have bought this at $25. A lot of times it seems to me I'm most interested in Minecraft sets when I see them on a sale, and in this case it ended up being a pretty significant one. So getting a $25 set for $15, it's $10 off, and that's like 40% off, which is pretty significant, even though it's only amounts to about $10. But that usually draws my attention, and I think this really delivers at this point. I think if it were up to me, this would have retailed at $20, which maybe at some retailers it does, but on the Lego Shop at Home website it doesn't. I could see that being the case. There's just some major retailers that I get stuff at occasionally, and it said, the stickers said, it was, the initial price was like $19.98 or something like that, and it was discounted to $14.98. So maybe it was already on the shelves at $20 instead of $25. I think $25 is a little bit much, but I'm sure people paid it. I'm sure it made sense. I don't know if these minifigures are in other Minecraft sets, or how many times Enderman has been in a Minecraft set. So it could make this more desirable or not, and I'm sure that factors into the price a little bit. But for the amount of stuff here, $25 is probably fine. It's also just because I'm less interested in the theme that I maybe don't mind, you know, or I don't like the $25 price point. So 20 would have been really good. Glad it's not more than 25, and I'm glad I got it for a discount. So that's very cool, and I think that's it. I like this fine enough, and always love a discounted Lego set for the most part, so very cool. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and give it a like. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including maybe more Lego Minecraft, and also tons of other Lego sets from all different themes. Sometimes I'll get stuff on sale, sometimes I'll get stuff, I'll overpay for stuff if it's retired or it's whatever, and I'll just be looking at tons of other Lego sets, so subscribe so you don't miss any of those upcoming Lego videos. I'm also experimenting with making some shorts and also some other types of Lego related stuff right now, and you know, feel free to let me know your thoughts on those, and I appreciate all the support. But definitely, if you're not subscribed, maybe do that. It helps me a lot. And then if you wanted to support the channel in a different way, by financially supporting the channel, you could do that here on YouTube with memberships, supers, and thanks. And I have the Patreon. It's in the video description on my channel page, patreon.com/sobricks. So maybe consider checking those things out. It does help me a lot. And it's not needed and it's not necessary, but it is extremely helpful. So if people are able and willing and want to, you know, that avenue is out there, and it means a lot to me. So thank you very much. With all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.